Good afternoon and welcome to the Sugathadasa Sports Grounds as we prepare for this encounter between Royal and Thurstan in the second week of the Dialog League. An enthralling contest is on the cards against both these schools, neighbours from Colombo 7, so both teams no doubt will want to have the bragging rights at least for the next 1 year. So, Thurstan coming off a very confident and moral boosting victory over St. Thomas's last week. Their confidence no doubt will be sky high, and there's little doubt that they will want to come out and get one up against their neighbours. Royal last week coming off a good win against Science College, and there's no doubt that they will want to put in a repeat performance or even go one better, because this group, the way it is shaping up to be a really tight one, with teams like Zahira, Kingswood and even Science for that matter, teams that can pose problems for Royal and St. Thomas's. So as we can see, both teams just going through their warm-up routines. It's Thurstan just working on their lineouts. Joining me in commentary, SW Chang. Good evening, SW. What do you make of this contest today?
Yeah, good evening. Well, everyone is looking forward for a good contest, especially after Thurstan having got the better of St. Thomas's. I think that's the golden line that everyone is looking forward to this contest. But I think the blue and gold will have a little slight edge over them. But it's good to see Thurstan also making a mark here and making spectators and everybody interested in the game.
Yes, and as you can see, the weather conditions, it's quite bright here. Although it's cloudy, there's no imminent threat of rain, which is good to see. But of course, the humidity levels are extremely high, and it's going to challenge both teams, there's no doubt. Although it's 31 Celsius, it looks and feels so much more humid, isn't it, SW?
Yeah, it's very humid, although we see the blue skies. You can see it on the screen, but it's quite hot there.
That's right. But overall, I think conditions look really good. There is a very strong breeze that there's a very strong breeze that's going across this ground, and it'll be interesting to see the team that wins the toss, what the options they're going to take. So these are the results that were there from week 1. Wesley College getting the better of Prince of Wales comfortably, 69 points to 12. St. Peter's another resounding victory of 67 points to 0 against Mahanama. Ananda going down at home against St. Joseph's, which probably upset them, and that was a really good victory for the Josephians. DSN and Aika coming up a cropper against a very pugnacious Sri Sumangala outfit, a real team to watch with a lot of talent in that team, getting the first upset of the season. And of course Thurstan College, who will feature here today, getting that big upset against St. Thomas's. Trinity getting a comfortable victory against newcomers to A Division, Lumbini. Kingswood going down at home against Zahira College in a tightly contested affair, 15 points to 20. Of course, Isipatana getting a comfortable victory against St. Anthony's, and of course Royal opening their account in the league with another comfortable 43 points to 10 win against Science College, although it was a very close 14-10 going into halftime, but Royal putting on a really good performance in that second half to notch up 29 unanswered points. So week 2 fixtures, St. Peter's getting a comfortable victory against St. Joseph's in the Father Reverend Basil Veeratunga Trophy, 50 points to 19 yesterday. Wesley probably not at their best, but good enough to comfortably brush aside Mahanama, 36 points to 12. And of course Trinity looking really sharp against their hometown rival St. Anthony's to notch up a comfortable 58 points to 5 victory. The remaining games on today, Isipatana taking on DSN Anaika College, a game that was postponed from yesterday due to the ground conditions at Havelock Park. Sri Sumangala will be taking on Lumbini in another game that should be close between those two schools. Sumangala will dearly love to get another victory away from home, or rather down in Colombo, which will definitely enhance their chances of making it into that cup segment. Prince of Wales will be hosting Anand at the Air Force grounds. Science taking on Zahira at Science College. And of course this game here today between the Colombo 7 teams, Thurstan College and Royal College, while another interesting game scheduled for tomorrow between Kingswood College and St. Thomas's. So that's it for the moment. We'll go into a quick commercial break and we'll see you on the other side.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මලේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
Every modern office needs sophistication, cutting-edge precision, and seamless support. Vantage for the modern professional.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයසමනයන්ත්‍ර 70%ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදහාගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අභාන්සුවීම පමණයි.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මලේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium.
Welcome back to the Sugathadasa Stadium as we wait the commencement of this encounter between Royal and Thurstan. As you can see, both teams yet going through their warm-ups. Conditions are really sunny and humid here. You'd have to say both teams would have adapted to that and no doubt would have prepared accordingly. Thurstan coming into this game with a lot of confidence after that brilliant victory against St. Thomas's last week. They'll definitely have ideas and probably a bit of confidence that they can push and even look to beat this Royal team. As you can see both teams, this is the Thurstan team just going through their warm-ups. As you can see. So this is the points table from last year. As you can see in the cup segment, Royal eventually ending up in third place, which Trinity winning the league, followed by Wesley College. From Thurston's point of view, they were in the bowl segment where they ended up in third place as well. But you've got to keep in mind that Thurstan had just made their way up from B division to the top division, so probably still finding their feet in this top division of schools rugby. And SW, it's not an easy transition to make, isn't it, when you've been in B division for some time to suddenly come to the top tier. It'll take a year or two for everyone, for those schools to just find their feet in this top tier of schools rugby. And it's Yeah, that's right, and there's no doubt that their confidence will be sky high. And of course, this is how the groups stand this year. Yeah, of course, in Group 1A, defending champions Trinity and Isipatana, you'd have to say two favorites to make it into that cup segment, followed by DS and Sri Sumangala. And Lumbini in Group 2A, of course, Wesley and St. Peter's, you'd have to say once again the firm favorites. St. Joseph's, yes, they did get a big beating at the hands of their arch rivals yesterday, but probably a few of their players undergoing a bit of illness, so that would have had an impact as well. And of course, the group of death, SW, is this group that we are looking at between Royal, St. Thomas's, Kingswood, Zahir, Thurstan and Science. We'll just have to
Spicy crispy chicken straight, share කරන් කන්න crispy chicken popcorn, රස double කරන barbecue sauce සමග Keys Crest ultimate crispy chicken experience එක.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න class එකට go.
Black Light Go Pocket Perfume. You better go එකක්.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB Finance එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Your wonder.
Kitchen එක advance කරන්නේ. Kitchen එක advance කරන්නේ.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
වාජ්‍ය සේවක ඔබට විශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Abans fridge කියන්නේ. Abans fridge කියන්නේ. පවුලට හරිම fridge එකක්. Abans family එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ fridge එක.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මලේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Every modern office needs sophistication, cutting-edge precision, and seamless support. Vantage for the modern professional.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long pain relief.
එතකොට මහත්යාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Yes, welcome back to the Sugathadasa grounds as we await the presence of both teams on to the field for kickoff. As you can see, the Thurstan College prefects having their flag ready for the team to run in. SW, Thurstan will definitely fancy their chances today after their victory in that game against St. Thomas's last week. We'll come back to that as we have a look at the Royal College starting 15. Netunga Nayankara, Akira Yatawara and Senut Karunawansa are the front rows. Senut Kotyarachi and Metuka Vikramaratna in the seconds. Aman Altaf, Disas Patira and Senuja Ranasinghe, the formidable third row of Royal College. Satisara Lianage and Kavindu Hevage will be the halves combination for today. There's a replacement there in Simak Shafiq, not available due to an injury, so Kavindu Hevage will take that number 10 position. Kavan Ekanayaka, the pin-size wing three-quarter on that left wing. Hiruka Jayanindu will partner with Hiran Ranithu. Dinuk Pereira will be on that right wing and Praveen Nimsar at fullback. The replacements: Mudang Kotua, Mausuf, Hanifa, Bari, Hetiarachi, Vijay Ratna, Fernando and Mohammed. As far as the hosts Thurstan are concerned, Pasan Vihanga, Tarinda Sena Ratna and Kesara Tilakos Hunter will form the front row. Yehan Anavaratna, Kalana Kujana in the seconds. Sanul Soiza, Jayatu Rasanjana and Ruchara Hishan, they will be the third row. Senat Pereira and Tenuka Viran will be the halves combination. Akisha Pushpakumara on the left wing. The centers will be Amidu Rajapaksha and Ahmed Saleh. Tikshana Munasinghe and Zaid Rishad will form part of that back three. In the replacements, Tarusha, Fernando, Karuna Singh, Prema Ratna, Chetia, Parnavitana, Sali and Gamage. So it looks as if Thurstan will probably have the advantage of playing with the wind in the first half, isn't it, SW? A very strong wind going across the ground when you face from the grandstand. And it'll be interesting to see. Royal haven't so far looked comfortable when receiving the kicks, isn't it? And I'm no doubt that that's something Thurstan would have looked at closely, and they will definitely look to test the Royal back three.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how the two teams adopt themselves for the win. Because if you see at the just below if you see the pennants flying across, it's very strong. And if you look above the stands, the wind of the trees moving around is not as strong as that. So there is a bit of a wind circulating inside the stadium. How they're going to cope up with that is going to be an issue. I think both teams are experienced enough to handle that kind of reading. Very interestingly, there was a halfback playing for Royal by the name of Lianage. What's his first name?
It's Satsara Lianage.
Yeah, Satsara Lianage. Many years ago, there was a retired Major General who captained Thurstan. He was Satrabir Lianage.
So Hevage kicks off, and looks like he's overcooked the kickoff, so it will be a scrum in favor of Thurstan. So the first vantage scrum in favor of the host. Probably not the start Royal would have wanted. Officials for today, the experienced Ravin Alexander will handle this game today. So good attacking opportunity here for Thurstan. Right on centre field. It's got the ability to go on the short side or the open side. Royal skipper Disas Patirana, key member for the college team, a very strong ball carrier, inspirational leader as well.
Steady.
Pereira with the feed. Back of the scrum, Thurstan looking to go wide. Roy making that tackle first time. Pereira once again looking for his options, getting forwards into play. Unfortunately, just losing the ball at the breakdown. So Thurstan probably would have wanted to do slightly better with that first phase of plays that Chang getting position so earlier on. Just wondered whether an option would have been to just try and test Royal up front earlier on with a kick. Decided to keep the ball in hand. So you have a look at that once again. Probably not the best of passes. Rasanjana, who went into contact, unfortunately not placing it cleanly. So Royal with a scrum. Patirana breaks on the short side. Stays on his feet until support arrives. Vijay Ratna, this time just knocking on. So a bit of nerves from both teams earlier on, isn't it, SW? Just knocking the ball on.
Yeah, I know, a bit of a... we're talking about the windy conditions. It's we need to look at the slippery conditions of the ball, the way they have dropped it so far, twice. And Thurstan, of course, missed a golden opportunity having the scrum in the center. They had the option of attacking both sides. And now it's most probably it's only one side of attack.
So vantage scrum in favor of Thurstan. Well, it's bone dry here at Sugathadasa Stadium, Chang. So there's really no excuses as far as a wet ball is concerned. Nice short pass, a wrap around. And it's hacked in front by Ekanayaka. The loose ball. Chase is on. Ekanayaka collects, offloads. Royal recover possession. He will be able to go on the short side. And looks like there was a forward pass, but the referee has adjudicated Thurstan for being offside. Just wonder whether there was a slight push there in that charge by Ekanayaka, which was missed by the officials. A wraparound move. That's some really good defensive work and a really good defensive read as well. Just have a look here. Ekanayaka, there was a definite push there which the officials missed. But Royal profiting from that. And Hevage just putting the ball into touch for the first Rexona line out. 5 meter line out in favor of Royal. And very little guesses Chang for what Royal will probably do from this line out. 5 meters away. Any guesses?
They might move the 3 quarters from there, Abdullah. They're famous. I mean, trademark. It's going to have a forwards drive, forward drive, forward drive. There's no doubt about that.
Clean line out, but wonderful steal. Brilliant work by Thurstan. Now spreading the ball. They just need to clear their lines, which they have done extremely well. Nimsara does well to keep ball in play, but Thurstan have a chase. And there is a definite knock on there. There is a knock on. Looks like referee Alexander has missed that, but his assistant ref has picked it up. That was some brilliant work at the line out, wasn't it, SW? I don't think Royal would have expected Thurstan to contest that at number 2, but Thurstan did. They managed to win that line out. And I have to say that was a very smart gamble that Thurstan took, because probably containing that Royal maul from that kind of distance would have been very difficult. So they took the punt and they decided to contest, and it paid off.
Brave, absolutely brave move. As we were talking about what's the next step Roy will do, but Thurstan had different ideas.
So Thurstan, ball gone backwards, play on is the call. They've managed to kick cross and fine touch. So eventually a good territorial gain for the Thurstanites. There's no doubt that they'll want to use the benefit of the wind in this first half. As you can see from those flags fluttering there, there's a definite wind going across, which is advantageous for the Thurstanites. So another opportunity for Royal to get that line out call right. Will they go to number 2? Yatavara with the throw. This time Senuja Ranasinghe finds his mark successfully. Disas Patirana carries forward. He's taken the ball outside the 22. Now it's Donkoto taking the ball up. Now they managed to get the ball inside the 22. So they can go to touch directly. They would like, with Vijay Ratnam. We'll look at that option. That's a nice hanging box kick. Very well chased. So knock on by Thurstan, but that was a very well weighted box kick, wasn't it, SW? Forcing the error from Thurstan for Royal to win a vantage scrum.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic high ball contest there, and forcing Thurstan to feel that. As you see the replay,
yes, it was inch perfect by Vijay Ratna on that occasion, giving his chasers just enough time to get in and contest. So once again a feed by Vijay Ratna. Patirana looking at the short side, sees an opportunity, brushes off the first wing. Getting the ball back is Patirana. Good work by Ekanayaka, but Patirana loses the ball in contact. It's very unusual of Patirana. Generally very strong at the contact area, but on that occasion losing the ball with the tackle. Good work by Ekanayaka as well to find his skipper. the second time around.
Time back on. First knock on by Royal. Come down, blue ball.
So many drop balls. I don't mind looking at the ball there. Might be a little bit of too slippery, and because as you said, Pathanen dropped that ball off on the tackle situation. Look at that. He had everything with him. Beautiful tackle, man and ball together, and just I think certainly stopped the try.
Steady.
Spurra with the feed. This time, Thurstan deciding to go downfield. Nimsara under it, misjudges it. Lets the ball go into the 22. Now we look to try and counter-attack. Getting the ball to Pereira. Going around, but Thurstan defense is extremely strong. So once again, Royal just not coping with the kicking game. Nimsara probably advancing a bit too quickly. And Thurstan winning another Rexona line out as we have a look at that once again. Pereira needed to do much better to stay in play, which he didn't. Tarinda with the line out. Good clean line out take. Thurstan slowing the pace down. We look to attack along the fringes. Probably look to try and extract a penalty from this situation. Pereira gets the ball out. Going wide. Taken into contact. Attacking along the fringes. Slow ball. Roy's defense rushing up. Royal have got their hands on the ball, but not rolling away. So it is a penalty for Thurstan. Well within kicking range. Yes, and looks like they've decided to go to the post. So it'll be interesting if we can have a look at that breakdown once again. One of the Royal players did manage to get their hands on the ball, but the tackler did not roll away on time as adjudicated by referee Ravin Alexander. And the kick is going to be taken by Akesha Pushpakumara. Strikes it well, but doesn't find the mark. So it will be a 22-meter dropout. SW didn't seem in agreement with that decision.
Yeah, I know. I thought I'll see that there the tackler number 10. He's moved away, and Royal had all the right. The Royal player had all the right to get on top of that ankle, but he was not even the tackle assist.
Yes, we'll come back to that as Royal have restarted play. And Thurstan once again using the kick to good effect. And that's once again pretty poor by Nimsara. Probably would have done well to just let the ball go out on the full as well. I think the problem there from that breakdown SW was that the Royal tackler needed to roll sideways. He rolled backwards, which probably impeded the oncoming Thurstan players who are trying to clear that ruck. New regulation is that you've got to roll sideways and not backwards. So on that occasion, probably referee Ravin Alexander got that spot on.
Yeah, okay, updating me. I know why that law was changed anyway. Who was responsible for doing all that? An international class player. And he used to roll away from in the front, delaying all the support players coming as we see Thurstan inching closer and closer with the pick and go.
No, get back.
Again attacking along the fringes are Thurstan. Royal hanging in there. Now they're going on the short side. Pereira trying to break through.
Not with the ball, not with the ball.
Working along the short side once again.
Lecture on the feet, please.
This is good by Thurstan. It may be slow ball, but they're inching their way forward. And this time penalized. You've got to maintain your body weight. You cannot seal the ball. So eventually, you'd have to say Thurstan wilting, isn't it? Probably going a bit too slow from those pick and goes. And Rabin Alexander right on the mark. Going off the feet and sealing off was the call. So Royal getting a bit of a reprieve on that occasion.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think he had a chat while it was going on, asking them to stay up without going. And once you do the sealing, the opponents have no chance of getting the ball back. And he kept on saying, look at that. There he goes to ground. He must stay on his feet. He must support. And hopefully, all referees will have the same way of blowing that.
Absolutely. Consistency is what everyone wants. And on that occasion, Robin Alexander getting that spot on. So Rex on a line out here for Royal. Yatavara with the throw, finding his mark. Going out wide, Patirana taking the ball forward.
You're set.
Vijay Ratna
using the hand. Play on.
setting himself up for a kick. Another nice hanging box kick. Probably a bit too far this time, but Royal chases. Getting there in time, but Thurstan have done well to retain possession. And they've done really well at the breakdown. Probably far too many Thurstan forwards standing off, isn't it, SW? They needed to get a few more numbers into that breakdown. And Hevage will try to put it into touch, which he does. So 15 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. Royal, just a few unforced errors, putting themselves under pressure. Yatavara with a throw into the line out. He doesn't find his mark, but unfortunately, Royal knocking the ball on as well. It's Kotearachi on that occasion. No pressure whatsoever. He did dip on him, but should have done better.
It's absolutely no use that you forwards work and then you can't win the line out. And here the throw was far away off the mark, and then the last man couldn't even pick the ball up. I'm sure there's something wrong with the ball.
We'll get back to that as Pereira fields the ball in. And it's kicked down by Tenuka. Finds good touch, takes play almost to the halfway mark. Royal have missed a few opportunities once they've entered the 25 of their opponents. Been a bit wasteful in that aspect. Generally, the line out very strong suit of Royals, but today Yatavara just not being able to find his mark. He's got another opportunity.
Okay, good.
This time does well. Gets the ball out to Hevage. Royal trying to go out wide, getting Disas Patre in the outer channels, but Thurstan defense is up to it. Vijay Ratna getting the ball out to one of his forwards to carry.
You have to release first. You're set.
Some good pressure applied by Thurstan at the breakdown. Strong run here by Royals Mudankotua. Now Royal looking to go wide. Aman Altaf with a bit of a hospital pass. Not quite sure what he was thinking. Blind pass, fortunately. It's like the assistant referee has spotted something.
A very interesting from a Rexona line out to a one day scrum and then to another Rexona line out, and now we have a flag out, but referee says no.
Yes, I think probably what the assistant referee had a bit of doubt whether one of the Thurstan players was caught up in the air, but he was going for the ball. So referee Alexander showing good maturity, saying letting go. There's nothing intentional in that. So have a look at that once again. Both players going for the ball, so I don't think there was anything dangerous in that. Vijay Ratna with the feed. Ball taken into contact. And that's pretty clumsy by Thurstan, you'd have to say. There was no need to do that. Advantage for Royal. So Royal once again winning a penalty. Side entry is the call. So Patirana deciding to go to the sideline to try and get another Rexona line out for Royal. So this is about the fourth foray for Royal in this first 20 minutes into the Thurstan 22. They haven't been able to make it count. Thurstan have been good enough to withstand whatever Royal has thrown at them. And we'll go in for a 1 minute mandatory water break given the hot and humid conditions prevalent.
Yeah, as you go into that, the scores at Nitavala is that the Tuskers 7 and New Zealand 10. And New Zealand leading the Tuskers by 3 points. And Science College 12, and they are playing with Zaira. And Patana, of course, leading 7 points to nil. And Sri Sumangala leading 7 points to nil. And Ananda leading over Prince of Wales 5 points to nil. We might have the latest in a few minutes, but that's what we have for the time being.
Yes, action-packed weekend of rugby here in Sri Lanka. New Zealand under 85 team visiting these shows has generated a lot of interest. So for two-time World Cup winner Kieran Reid making his way to Sri Lanka as well. So Royal with a line out. Once again, a wonderful steal, but a tap on the hand is the call. Patirana deciding to take the quick tap. Once again, Thurstan just losing their discipline at the crucial moments. Again infringing at the breakdown. Patirana taking it upon himself to get the first score. Vijay Ratna not quite sure that was the best option. Thurstan will try and hold him up. But they'll come back for the penalty. Thurstan just need to probably show a bit more discipline, a bit more patience, isn't it, SW?
Well, I just want to comment a few minutes ago that Thurstan are losing a little bit of their shirt because I don't know whether they think that they can just roll themselves over, but their body language completely changed from the first 5-10 minutes, and we see the first yellow card coming in, and for not making the 10 meters. Interestingly, I would like to see that line out, the short tap, the quick tap was taken. If there was an infringement of the line out, it got to be on that 15 meter.
So Thurstan will be down a player, and Royal have opted for a scrum. Thurston's blindside flanker, Sanul Soiza, who will spend the next 10 minutes in the sin bin. So Royal have got to make that count. So gone for a 7-man scrum, which means that Patirana will be in the backs.
Still in.
Vijay Ratna with the pass to Patirana. It's like he's looking to bulldoze his way over, but would have been much better to run into the ball. Nonetheless, Hevage sells a dummy. Royal carrying forward. Thurstan defense standing strong. Royal inching forward. They have numbers out wide. They've got to spread it. And Aman Altaf for Senuja Ranasinghe goes over for the first try. So eventually Thurstan's defense just about wilting. Senuja Ranasinghe, good body position, goes over for the first Samana Bank try for Royal.
That was coming anyway. It was coming. Royal were getting back into forming themselves in attack very nicely. They're so used to that kind of play, constructed play, and then that was a beautiful, brilliantly worked out route. As you mentioned, there were numbers on the outside. I don't know whether they heard you, Abdullah, but they just took the option of going out and just easily walking through for that first try.
The goal conversion attempt by Hevage strikes it well. So Royal move to a 7-0 lead. And probably Thurstan, unfortunately, discipline letting them down in those last few minutes. And Royal being good enough to capitalize. So we have a look at that once again. Ranasinghe calling out for the ball. Wonderful body position and leg drive to barge over for the first Samana Bank try. And Hevage making mistake with the goal conversion. So Amindu Rajapaksha with the restart. Just wonder whether all could have let that just go over the goal line. Nimsara with the clearance. Hacks it downfield. Thurstan will look to try and launch a counter-attack. That's a really strong run by Thurstan's number 13. Outside center. Ahad Sali. Unfortunately, just unable to stay in play. Once again, Royals kick chase game, letting themselves down. Needed to have done much better. Ranasinghe, the only one chasing. Just wonder where the rest of the chasers were. Patirana carrying the ball forward. Vijay Ratna deciding to go for the box kick. It's charged down by Thurstan. They have Royal on the back foot. They've got to use it quicker. Thurstan once again looking to attack along the fringes. Offside is the call. Not behind the hindmost foot. Thurstan inching their way forward.
Stay back, number 4.
Still have a penalty advantage. Deciding to go out wide. They have numbers. Will they be able to shift it across? Just short is the call. Nice short ball. And it's a try. Wonderful angle by Sali, I believe. Just try to get a confirmation of the try scorer. Is it Ahad Sali? Once again, Royal just a bit slow to clear their lines. Vijay Ratna taking the wrong option. Thurstan. Yes, it is indeed Ahad Sali. Just wonderful line, running in and just straightening out. Good body position. to go over for Thurstan's first Amana Bank try. The goal conversion attempt not successful, but nonetheless, Thurstan are on the board.
Yeah, initial mistake was done. They should have let the ball go over to the in-goal area. Even if the touchdown immediately, it would have been a kickoff in the center. But they didn't. And now they are 2 points ahead after being 7 points ahead.
Hevage kicks ahead. And Thurstan doing really well to clear their lines. So once again, the good old errors creeping into Royals' game. They haven't handled receiving of kicks well. And on that occasion, Vijay Ratna just taking the wrong option in terms of him trying to clear it from the base, being charged down. Ayatawada with a throw in to Rex on a line out. Royal winning the line out, making a bit of ground, using the sideline to good effect. This is Patirana carrying forward. Now Royal Ranasinger carrying strongly. Hevage fumbling with the ball, getting the ball out to Hiran. Nimsara taking his eyes off the ball, and Thurstan hacking it forward, out on the full. Nonetheless, it is a line out, but they'll come back for the knock on. So Royal seem very tentative with regards to their three-quarter play. Nimsara taking his eyes off the ball.
Ball handling has been a bit chaotic by both sides because from the start of the kickoff, there are a lot of ball handling errors, and it's coming from Royal. It's very surprising, but nevertheless, Thurstan are putting a lot of pressure, and that might be one of the reasons even.
Yes, they're really getting into the face of the Royal attack, forcing errors upon them. Patirana deciding to launch an attack. Probably needs to just slow things down a bit. An accidental offside. And it's an accidental offside. So Royal just not thinking clearly. Patirana deciding to run from their own 22.
Very interesting. All these calls about accidental offside, Abdullah, because it's like I'm sure it can be corrected, but accidental offside, I think if you gain undue advantage, I think there we go on for that. As we see a vintage scrum.
Yes, a vantage scrum for Thurstan. Thurstan will be looking to try and attack. Sali offloads. Wonderful bit of work. Thurstan go over under the post. And it's Ahad Saleh who goes over for a brace and to give Thurstan a lead. Once again, Royals defense pretty tentative, you'd have to say. But a wonderful initial break by Amida Radhapaksha. Just running hard and straight. And Royal just missing that first defense, running through that 10 and 12 channel, causing a bit of indecision and offloading brilliantly to Ahad Saleh, who goes over for his second Amana Bank try to give Thurstan the lead. And Thurstan have really got Royal under the pump here. Royal are just not thinking clearly. Is that SW taking some decisions in a state of panic? And It's Pushpa Kumara who gets the goal conversion. As we have a look at that try once again, wonderful bit of work by the two centre pairing of Thurstan. Breaking that first line of defense was Rajapaksha, and Sali right on his hip to collect that ball to go for a try. And now to make Royals matters worse, they have kicked the ball out on the full, and you'd have to say SW, the Thurstan outfit has got Royal a bit rattled.
Yeah, Thurstan are back. They dropped their guard a few minutes ago when Royal managed to go over the try line and get their first 7 points, but they have come back strongly, and I think Royal are using the number 8 too much, and he should have been used as a decoy. I think would have been a better bet.
So Senat Pereira from the base of the scrum. With the feet, back of the scrum. Sali cuts in, or rather Rajapaksha cuts in. Royals defense non-existent, you'd have to say, unfortunately. Just not finding mark, and it's an early tackle seems to be the call.
So it's a without the ball, right? Clear? Go back.
The call was an early tackle. Oh, it's good to see there whether there was a probability of a try being scored.
Without the ball tackling. 3 points.
Thurstan, have to say quite correctly, deciding to go to the post. Just want to keep that scoreboard ticking. And all this while they have been down a player as well. Again, Royals defense just caught flat-footed. Rajapaksha once again. Breaking that first line of defense. And Rajapaksha makes no mistake to give Royal Thurstan a 15 points to 7 lead. Amidu Rajapaksha, you have to say, has been outstanding in attack, isn't it, SW? Breaking that first line of defense and then offloading.
The way he runs is very quiet and calm and very deceptive. If you see that, look at that. Ooh, so deceptive, so calm.
Thurstan knocked the ball out from that line out. Royal now need to strike back and strike back quickly. Deciding to go wide. Nimsara just going out wide, but Thurstan seemed to have numbers. Really good defensive work by Sali on that occasion. Royal breaking a tackle. Looks like it's Mudanko to a wonderful sidestep. And Royal striking back immediately. Through Vikramaratne. Methuka Vikramaratne. Strong carry. But once again, Thurstan defense just probably celebrating that the lead they've been enjoying, isn't it, SW? Strong run by Vikramaratne, but you'd have to question once again. This time it's Thurstan's defense that was found wanting. They just seem to have the numbers covered, but missing that first tackle. And Vikramaratne yet had a lot of work to do, but did extremely well to go over for Royals' Saganamana bank try.
Yes, yes.
And the goal conversion is successful. Hebage makes no mistake. And with that, referee blows half-time, and what a first half it has been. Thurstan going to half-time leading 15 points to 14. Courtesy of 2 Amana bank tries and a goal conversion, as well as a penalty. Royal have replied with 2 Amana back tries and 2 goal conversions. So it's 15 points to 14 in favour of the Thurstan Knights. And what a first half it's been. So that's the halftime update. Thurstan putting on a real show here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. They will go into halftime with a 1-point lead, 15 points to 14. We'll take a commercial break and see you in time for the second half.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරිකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
For passion. The hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
එතකොට මහත්යාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුද? තන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මලේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go. Night go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මනේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun තමයි.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මනේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
So welcome back here to the Sugathadasa Stadium as we prepare for the second half of this enthralling encounter between Thurstan and Royal. So these are the highlights of the first half. Senuja Ranasinghe getting the first Samana Bank try for the visitors. Conversion was successfully kicked over by Hevage, and from then on Thurstan storming back with 2 tries courtesy the outside centre Ahmad Salih. And the centre combination has been very impressive for Thurstan. That's Salih's first try, but he benefited from a wonderful offload by Rajapaksa. So it's a 1-point lead in favour of the Thurstanites. Royal kickoff. Aman Altaf taking the ball up. Vijay Ratna getting the ball out to Yatavara. Now Hevage kicking deep. Royal will be playing the benefit of a wind. And Thurstan reply. Looked as if it was out on the line, but referee seems to have adjudicated that it bounced just in. Yatavara, Royal's line out just didn't function in that first half. Another wonderful steal and a really good read by Thurstan as well. Royal coming up in defense extremely well. Brilliant work by Salih, releasing the ball and getting back on his feet. That's a good rip-off. Royal winning the ball. Got to make it count.
Roll away! Roll away! Ball available.
Good defense by Thurstan's prop forward. Pasan now Royal getting that's a good tackle by Hiruka.
No.
Thurstan though have done well to retain possession.
You're set?
Ball's been thrown back and kicked in front. High up and under, safely collected by Hevage. Getting the ball out to Hiruka. Gets the ball out to Pereira. A very dangerous runner is Pereira. Breaks the first tackle, does well to stay on his feet until support arrives. But again, a wonderful counter ruck by Thurstan, winning the line out, winning that collision. This is Patirana and we thus being penalized. So really good work at the breakdown by Thurstan.
A bit of good rugby by both sides, testing each other, teasing each other with the high balls, tackles. Absolutely fantastic, entertaining rugby.
Rajapaksa doesn't find touch. Roy letting the ball bounce. Nimsara collects. Goes into contact, does really well to stay on his feet. Roy spraying the ball out wide. They have numbers. That's a nice dummy. Well tackled. Royal never got to make it count. Yatavara. Thurstan defense up.
Roll away!
Not rolling away is the call, so it's a penalty advantage for Royal. Strong run by Ranasinghe. He's been really good for Royal today. Once again, standout performer. Royal have numbers out wide. They got to shift it around.
No advantage.
No advantage, so Royal, they'll come back for the penalty. And it's decision-making time here for Royal. right under the
Not
post.
rolling away. Not allowing the quick play. Not rolling away.
One call, one decision. You got to go for the 3 points with your 1 point down. Well, the skipper Patirana decides something else. Is left to be seen. They're not had the best of line-outs this so far.
Yes, I have to agree with you, SW. Very kickable penalty.
Time back on.
You're trailing earlier on in the second half, and 3 points would have been
Keep the gap, boys.
the sane option, you'd have to say, and Royals line out just not functioning well. But they've opted to go for the line out. Not quite sure what is it. They've got into the heads of the Royal line out, you'd have to say. Thurstan.
No, 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 no. Stay back, stay back, stay back. No, 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 Rakho.
That's a good exit kick by Thurstan. Not finding touch though, Nimsara. He's got to make it count. Takes the ball in, bumps off one defender. Royal have recycled possession. Strong run by Senutha Karuna once. Now Royal go out wide. Just not quite sure that was the correct option by Hevage. Giving possession away.
No, no, no. Ball available.
This time Thurstan will definitely look to find touch. And they have done successfully. Hevage was it SW. There was no need to put that kick ahead. They had the Thurstan defense on the back foot.
Yeah, you're right. Two options, two wrong decisions, two wrong.
Thurstan flying into that rock. Brilliant counter rocking, you'd have to say.
You have to release the ball first. Ball and release Kanu.
Holding on is the call. Just wondering whether Royal are going wide a bit too early, isn't it? SW just not making the correct calls, and Thurstan in those wider channels. They're just flooding the breakdown, isn't it? And putting a lot of pressure at ruck time, and they're reaping the benefits of that.
I think Thurstan, on the other hand, they are calculating which pod to drive through and get to it. Look at this absolute super drive, and the ball carrier was pushing that ball, getting that ball. Absolutely fantastic. Bad options by Royal, not that they are playing badly. The options are not right, and it helps Thurstan to counter-attack.
So line out in favor of Thurstan. I think it's
well, the scores we have from Nitavala is the Tuskers trailing by 18 points to 7. So the New Zealand under 85 is gradually taking control of the game.
still a bit of rugby to be played there, just as it's here. Pasan Vihanga was on the ground, but back on his feet.
Out, out, out.
The Burley Thurstan front rower. Sena Ratna with the throw in.
පොඩෙන් කලබල වෙන්න එපා. මගේ වෙච්චත් ශ්‍රී ලංකාව. ලේසි එතකොට.
Another good clean line out by Thurstan. That's some really good work at the breakdown. Aman Altaf. Thurstan just a little bit late to get to that breakdown, and Altaf was right over that, winning a penalty for his team. Hevage, brilliant touch finder. That will give Hevage a lot of confidence. He's been pretty erratic today, you'd have to say. But on that occasion, Aman Altaf
13 out.
doing his thing, winning a crucial line out penalty for his team. Yatavara with the throw in. Royal have shortened the line out. Patirana does really well. Breaks a couple of defense tacklers.
No, ruck form now. Stay back. Advantage, line offside.
Offside is the call. Royal making good ground here. They have an advantage.
Stay back, boys.
Patirana standing far too deep, but yet makes ground. Now Royal deciding to go wide. Nimsara joining the line, carries forward. No advantage is the call. So they'll come back for the penalty. For offside.
Line offside. Scrum down.
Interestingly, opting for a scrum.
Roy doesn't want the boot. Roy doesn't want the upright or the crossbar. They just want to go over the white line.
Just wondering whether it's the fact that they just don't have confidence in Havergate's kicking abilities. Remember, they're missing their first choice fly half and place kicker in Simak today. And Havergate has looked off colour. Patirana off the back of the scrum, collects it, breaks one tackle, breaks another and goes over. That was far too easy. This is Patirana barging over. You'd have to question what the open side flanker was doing, isn't it, SW? He's the one who needed to have gone up there and made that tackle. Because once Patirana is in full flight, he's very hard to stop, and he's managed to get Royal's third Amana bank try. 15 points to 19. Royal go in front.
When Royal opt for the scrum, you got to know that it's going to be Patirana going to pick from the base of the scrum, because he's so strong. And the referee, Alexandra giving him the yellow card. The marching orders. Will he start the game with a penalty in the center? Because after scoring the try, look at that pickup, look at that drive, determined to go in, one hit and then over the line. Beautiful, brilliant Swiss Tech try there.
Havergate makes no mistake with the goal conversion. So Royal move 21 points to 15, but they will have to manage without their skipper and talisman for the next 10 minutes.
It's a penalty.
And it's a real opportunity for Thurstan to get back in the game. As we have a look at that once again, there was no read for that reaction by Patirana.
It's a penalty for punching.
Havergate
On the 10
slotting
boys.
that over without much problems. It's important that Royal just manage these next 10 minutes or so, isn't it, SW? Just cannot understand why Patirana would put himself into that position. It was pretty innocuous, but you give the referee an opportunity to penalize you, and this time they have been penalized indeed.
Yeah, because you're going to sit on the chair and stay for 10 minutes and then concede a penalty in the restart. As you can see in the pictures, skipper Patirana cooling himself, having an energy drink.
Come, boys. Straight line.
While the balance of his 14 boys committing themselves on the pitch.
So another external line out, this time in favor of Thurstan. Good clean line out ball. Rana Singh charging up, putting good pressure. That's a good steal. But Thurstan have managed to recover position.
No, he's moving. Ball available.
Ball is available.
You're set.
Thurstan will now look to attack along the fringes. Roy desperately holding on. It's again attacking along the fringes. Roy's fringe defense good thus far.
On the fade place, Latcher.
And once again sealing off seems to be the call.
Captain. First thing discipline. Next thing multiple. All again latcher allang yaddi. So latcher when a player breakdown ekedi atakana. So man time එක off කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Go and speak to the team because other child to go for next match. Thank you sir. Just speak to the team.
So that's the problem when you repeatedly just try and attack along the fringes in SW. You've got to ensure that you stay on your feet.
Ready?
Just to give the opposition an equal chance to contest for the ball.
It's a penalty for going down. Latcher.
The latcher going off the feet is the call by SW by Ravin Alexander.
Abdullah, I gave up refereeing many years ago. I'm not on the pitch.
Well, you refereed a lot of my games, SW, during my playing days, so you got to pardon me.
Yeah, I know. It's good to have some fun. And Royal minus their skipper had done well so far.
Yatavara with the throw into external line out.
Okay, good.
This time good clean ball. Royal now just formed that driving maul, but Thurstan have managed to stop that in its tracks. Now trying to use the sideline to put it into touch. Once is the call.
You're set. Play on. No advantage. It's a first forward pass, then knock on, blue ball. First forward pass. It's a first forward pass, then knock on, your ball.
I'm not quite sure how to describe that backline move. Or whether I want to describe that, because first of all, everyone was running sideways.
Yeah, it had a backline move but with a forward pass. That I think he got it wrong. He saw that I think he wanted the winger to come through that gap, but he couldn't get that ball into space.
But we've got to run straight, isn't it, SW? Just everyone drifting across. He was in no position to make that pass. I think it was Hiran Jayasinghe. Just have a look at that once again. He's not even looking where he was passing. Probably trying to find Dinuka Pereira from that blind side wing, but from the start itself, the way it was, the play was structured, it was never going to be successful. So Royal have made a change. They have brought in the experienced vice captain, Savista Fernando, into the scrum half position.
Set. Steady.
Thurstan on the move. That's a good. And Royal have scored. But referee may want to have a look at that. When that wraparound tackle was made, was there a knock on? He probably consult his assistant ref.
So not right. We'll go with the knock on. Captain. Captain. Yes, not right. Just knock on first. So scrum. Okay. Not right. Son here.
So I think in the process of that tackle being made,
scrum down. Blue ball.
Deemed to have been knocked on, but nonetheless some really good work by Senuja Ranasinghe once again, reading that play really well. Unfortunately, just going forward in the process of the tackle. So a bit of a reprieve for Thurstan.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Sanat Pereira with the feet.
Stay. Taken in.
It's a big pass into the 22. High ball. And Dinuga Pereira making an absolute hash of it. Thurstan with an advantage.
Advantage over.
Now a grab ahead. That will roll into touch. So some good tactical play by Thurstan,
Outside the 50.
opting to play the territorial game. Dinuga Pereira under no pressure, just making an absolute hash of that kick collection.
Numbers. So 4 man.
LSW roll, just making things very hard for themselves, isn't it? Putting themselves under pressure when there's no particular reason to do so. Ranasinghe.
Extra numbers. You can't stand on the straight line.
Quick tap taken. Fernando kicks ahead. The chase has got to be good now. Thurstan gaining a lot of ground. Thurstan had done well to retain possession. Unfortunate error by Devendra Senaratne, knocking the ball on when there's not much pressure being applied.
Or a line out take a line. So if you are in 2 meter
So
and
the Royals back three still finding things pretty tough under the high ball. Something that haunted them during that knockout final. It seems to have continued to be the case.
Boys, මෙච්චරලා හොඳට ගියා. හරි? තොර මට මෙතන ලූස් වෙන්න බෑ. Okay? Steady in on. Happy? හරි.
Referee just having a word with both front rowers.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Fernando with the feet. Ball comes out. Strong run by Hiran.
Now your hands on the ground. Again, going down.
Going off the feet, so it's a penalty advantage for Royal. Ranasinghe passing the ball off to Mausuf. Takes it forward. Strong run by Nimsara. Coming off his line. This is much better by Royal. Much more direct in their approach. Now Fernando spreading the ball out wide. Aman Altaf getting the ball out to Pereira. And Pereira goes over. for Royal's fourth Amana Bank try. And on that occasion, SW, Royal earned the right to go out wide. There was a lot of direct running, committing the defenders from Thurstan and giving space for their three quarters out wide. And a wonderful bit of work by that man as well, Aman Altaf. Being out wide, drew the final defender extremely well to put Pereira away.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Royal that we knew. They're coming back strongly, running straight into the gaps. If you see this, lovely hands, committing the defender, as you said, committed the defender onto himself and gave a clear run to the winger. But this is vintage rugby that we know what Royal can do. Taking that lead to 26 points to 15. Thurstan, on the other hand, they have dropped their guard again, like what they did in the first half. And Royal are making them pay.
Havergay with the goal conversion. Doesn't find the mark. But Royal have now moved to 11-point lead and can breathe a bit easier. And there's even better news for Royal as skipper Disas Patirana is back on the field. And hopefully he's learnt his lesson. Just to keep your emotions under check seems to be the advice from referee Alexander.
So what we have is Anand still leading over Prince of Wales by 19 points to 5. And Sri Sumangala leading 21-3 over Lumbini. And Patana leading 26 points to 10 over DS. But the match that is really interesting is Zaira storming back to 21 points to 22. But Science still 1 point ahead.
Okay, play.
So Rajapaksha with the restart. But not finding the 10 meters, so it will be a scrum on halfway mark. Now Royal just need to step up and maintain this intensity. They have got Thurstan on the back foot. Remember, Thurstan
Number 9,
in that game against St. Thomas's, in the very last play of the game, went over to pull that game off, so they are not a team that will lie down. I have to say that Savisar Fernando's presence on the field also has made a bit of an impact. A lot of experience behind him, fourth-year colorsman. Patirana linking up, getting the ball out wide. Not quite sure that last pass needed to go over, but Pereira has done really well to stay in play. It's a good strong run.
Ball out, play on.
Now Royal going out wide again. Hands being moved, Ekanayaka. But I just don't think that final pass was the correct option. So close to the touchline. Royal now showing a bit more fluency in their game, isn't it, SW?
Yeah, whether they run on from touchline to touchline, they're showing some continuity. That's the main thing. They're keeping possession. All they got to do is someone got to run straight and break from there and then recycle it. Other than that, you will find yourself like this going into touch.
So Senaratne with the throw in. Thurstan have shortened their line out to a 4-man line out. And some good crusher applied by Royal at the line out, this time winning a scrum. Crooked throw. So it'll be a vantage scrum in favor of the Royalists.
So from a Rexona line out.
Yes, from a Rexona line out to a vantage scrum. Fernando with the feet. Patirana looks like he's ready to break off. Not this time though. Deciding to go out wide. Nimsara taking the ball up. You being used as the battering ram. Now Patirana. Eganayaka. Too many fast players in that. But Pereira has done really well to step in play. Royal have managed to retain position. That's the most important thing. Patirana takes it up. Thurstan doing really well to hold on. Short side, Ranasinghe. Vikramaratne does well. Run into the left shoulder of his defender. This is better by Royal. Asking questions of the defense. This time Patirana wants the ball in his hand.
Roll away, roll away. Advantage.
Not rolling away, so there will be a penalty. This is much better by Royal, showing a ruthless streak. Patirana, brilliant offload for Hevage. And now Royal just seem to be opening the floodgates. But what a wonderful offload by Disas Patirana. You can have a look at that once again. Getting the ball out to Hevage for another Amana Bank try. Kavindu Hevage putting the finishing touches, but wonderful bit of work by Disas Patirana. Staying on his feet, drawing defenders, and back of the hand offload to Hevage to put the finishing touches. So Thurstan, after that initial pressure and intensity applied, just unable to continuously control it. Hevage with a brilliant conversion. Momentum definitely swinging towards Royal. Kavindu Hevage scoring an Amana Bank try and doing a goal conversion himself. Once again, Disas Patirana. He does draw a lot of defenders and a wonderful bit of skill to offload from that position. And Hevage just giving the ball plenty of air and finding its mark. So we're just entering the final 10 minutes and Royal sitting pretty, 33 points to 15 after being under the pump for most of that first half.
Okay, all good. All. Time back on.
So short kick. It's well collected by Aman Altaf. Royal just need to try and play the territorial game from now on. It's exactly what Hevage does. Now the chase has got to be accurate. Thurstan letting the ball bounce. Sali
Number 19, offside.
Coming back, but looks like Royal were not onside when they charged the kick. Referee Alexander penalizing. Probably a few of the Royal forwards not retreating. So an opportunity here for Thurstan. Rajapaksa will look to find good touch. And looks like it has been overcooked. So just the pressure getting to Thurstan, isn't it, SW?
Another golden opportunity gone off for Thurstan, and they're trailing 33 points to 15.
Time stop. Number 5.
They should have got the better of the line out there.
Time back on.
It's an advantage scrum for Royal.
Okay. Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay there.
Savista Pereira, the Royal scrum half and vice captain, has done really well in the second half. Made the correct decisions at the correct time, and once again Hevage hoists the ball high. Thurstan will look to try and launch a counter attack. And Pereira penalized for a high tackle. Bit clumsy. And Pereira will sit the rest of the game out. So Royal will have to finish this match with 14 players. Rajapaksha finds touch.
Update Kanma.
Have a look at that once again.
Yes. Yamak.
Pereira. The initial contact was high. So referee Alexander deeming it was worthy of a yellow card. So now the Rexona line out. That's a really good steal. Yadavara. But crossing is the call, so it will be a free kick in favor of Thurstan. Taken the short tap, Pereira passes it out. That's a good hit by Nimsara. Royal defense rushing up. Thurstan losing ground but managing to retain possession. Thurstan just fumbling, so that's some really good defensive pressure applied by Royal. And Sab, you'd have to say this is probably what these teams who have just made it to A division, what they will face, isn't it? Just to maintain that intensity over a 70-minute period. It's not an easy thing to do. It's more psychological and mental than anything else, isn't it?
And that's why, as I said, they need to. Their first focus should be stay in the A division for one more year. That should be the focus, and develop the juniors up. As you see the replay, there's a knock-on, and that's where their first focus should be. And if you like winning the first game against St. Thomas's, it's a bonus. It's a massive win. So, but they're going to keep focus. And if even here, before they conceded that ball to Royal, they should have put the ball up just behind the Royal threes because they were rushing up in defense.
Another strong run by Patirana. Offloading. This time it's a strong run.
High tackle.
High tackle. Royal. Numbers out wide. Not quite sure that long pass was necessary. Could have gone through the hands. They'll come back for the penalty. The Royal just need to calm down, but they decided to up the ante. Ranasinghe. One defender passing off to Aman Altaf, who will put the finishing touches. Brilliant. Aman Altaf, a deserved try. Senuja Ranasinghe is giving that pass off to his back row partner. And of course, the skipper. Disas Patirana. So we've got to decide on the Swiss Tech player of the game today, SW. I don't think we could look beyond the Royal third row. Aman Altaf, Disas Patirana and Senuja Ranasinghe. Three of them once again have been outstanding. Would like to give it to Disas Patirana, but probably mitigating circumstances is the fact that he got that yellow card, and Hevage makes no mistake with the goal conversion to notch up 40 points to 15 in favor of Royal. After a bit of a sluggish first half, Royal recover well to notch up a convincing 40 points to 15 victory. And therefore, just coming back to the conversation of the man of the match, I'd probably say my perfect Swiss Tech man of the match would be Royal's open side flanker, Senuja Ranasinghe.
Yeah, I think the hard work in three quarters, even the last pass was given by him. He was there to pick it up. Good choice, Abdullah. I think he thoroughly deserves it. and Royal in the end coming out as winners. It's a bit too much for the newcomers to take on the more experienced, traditionally top-class rugby team, schools rugby team, Royal College, showing their class, absolutely coming victorious.
Yes, and once again Royal storming back in the second half. If I'm not mistaken, this is the second consecutive game where they haven't conceded any points in the second half, so Royal can be pretty pleased with their second half performance, but they've got to get to start matches off much better. But from Thurstan's point of view, they can be pretty pleased with the effort. They really took it to Royal in that first half, caused a lot of problems at line out time, but Royal probably just having a bit too much experience and eventually turning things around in the second half to record a convincing 40 points to 15 victory. So these are the highlights of the second half. Disas Patirana kicking things off for Royal. From that position, the open side flanker needed to have made the first time, got up on him before Patirana made any ground. Hevage had a much better second half after looking extremely shaky in the first half. Aman Altaf once again drawing brilliantly for Dinuka Pereira to put the finishing touches. And then Disas Patirana with a brilliant offload to Hevage. And Hevage made no mistake with this angular goal conversion. And then with the last play of the move, Senuja Ranasinghe offloading to his back row partner Aman Altaf to put the finishing touches, and Hevage once again making no mistake with the conversion to notch up 40 points for Royal. So these are the key stats. 15 points to Thurstan against Royals, 40 points. It looked very different at halftime when Thurstan were leading 15 points to 14. So it was 6 tries to 2 against Thurstan, 6 tries in favor of Royal to 2 tries against Thurstan, 5 conversions against the 1 conversion, 1 penalty goal. And of course our perfect Swiss Tech player of the match, Royal's open side flanker Senuja Ranasinghe. So these are, this is the remaining fixture. Kingswood versus St. Thomas's at Pallakele tomorrow. And in the context of this group, it's going to be a really key encounter, isn't it, SW? Both teams coming into this game with a loss. And the pressure will be on both teams to try and notch up a key victory. So that's it here from Sugathadasa Stadium. Royal eventually prevailing 40 points to 15 in an encounter where they would probably have liked to have put on a better performance in that first half, but will probably be pleased with the overall outcome. So from the Sugathadasa Stadium, the Papare crew, myself and SW Chang, good night and have a pleasant weekend.
චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Saratama enjoy karanga party ekata go. Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotimi. Fun tamai.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Higher inverter air conditioner. Be chilled at any heat moment.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මලේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
ඒ තමයි කොට්මනේ ෆැක්ටරි කිරි බටර් චීස් යෝගට් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එහෙම හදන විදිය.
අපේ රටේ කිරිවලින් හදන පෝෂණය පිරි අපේම කොත්මලේ අපේ රටේ පෝෂණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Higher inverter refrigerators. What a spectacular catch.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.